I'm a Leo.
Shut up.
Oh my God, welcome back to Hill to Die On.
Hey.
I'm Grace Lobo.
I'm Greg Melly. You can say it, Grace.
It's season 2.
Is this the last episode?
No, the episode after this is going to be the last episode.
Right, but
unless you want to
imagine,
swap the order.
Yeah.
You want it to just be us for the finale?
I would like that.
Okay, nice.
Just
yeah.
the 2 of us.
I do have to just say there's been a lot of chaos in the last 5 minutes.
Grace was not wearing this 15 seconds
I was wearing
ago.
a different outfit. I spilled kombucha all over myself. I also am really late because I was on the train and it got stuck underground for... This is now the second time in the last 2 weeks that I've been on a train that got stuck underground for over 20 minutes.
Yeah, welcome to Brooklyn.
For $3 entire dollars. No, this was in Manhattan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Welcome to
Both
New York.
times was in Manhattan. It happens. And the first time, it was like, the first time I got stuck underground and I was sitting next to it was only 2 stops. It was like 34th Street to West 4th. And I was like, sat down next to this lady who kind of had a weird energy, but I was like, it's one stop.
What's a weird energy to be on this subway?
Just kind of was already mumbling a little bit. And so I was like, okay, sure. Maybe she just has a lot of thoughts. And so I sat down next to her and then that
sat down next to her?
Yeah. Well, I sat down.
You saw a bad omen and you said, let me get as close as I can to it.
There was one seat buffer, but when you're like sitting and you're like, oh, as I've already started the sitting motion, I'm realizing I don't actually want to be seated next to this person. But it was like, it would have been a thing if I hadn't committed.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll just sit, whatever. Sat next to this lady. Think I'm only going to be there. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's a 2-minute train. Train gets stuck for 30 full minutes. She immediately starts scream praying and being like, Jesus, Jesus, save us, save. And then she starts saying all this stuff about the Jezebel whores that are in New York. And
there's a lot of them.
Yes. And luckily I was wearing a big coat. So I was kind of like, luckily I'm not dressed like one of these sluts that she's so angry about. But then
that's on some Shakespeare era shit.
It was crazy.
You got to bring back Jezebel whore.
It was biblical, biblical kind of stuff.
It was biblical.
But then we were in the train for 30 minutes. And then after it, as we finally pull up to the last stop, the conductor goes, I just want to say thank you guys so much. You've been a great group of passengers, which I loved. I was like, it's like someone being like, you guys have been a great crowd.
Great crowd.
You guys were awesome.
You guys were super receptive.
You guys were a great group of passengers. I was like, yeah, you're welcome. So then I ran in here and opened my kombucha and it's orange today. And I immediately spilled it all over myself.
Exploded.
Really exploded all over myself.
It did. I didn't even know kombucha was carbonated.
No, it is. Yeah.
And it's
not the first time in my life I've exploded a kombucha on myself.
Right. You give a couple of kombucha explosions.
I have that vinegary kombucha scent.
Oh, God.
It's really...
Well, I don't know why you drink that.
I don't know.
That's another omen. That's for sitting next to the Jezebel whore.
It's delicious to me. Anyway, exciting news is that Greg is recording his first special tomorrow. It's kind of really lovely. I think that the last episode of season 2 is the night before your big day.
The very night.
It's like your wedding.
It's like Christmas Eve.
What are you going to do about your hair?
Wear a hat.
Okay, nice.
Probably got to go out and get a hat tomorrow morning.
Sure. What kind of hat are you thinking? Like baseball variety?
Yeah, just like a backwards
I was going to
hat.
say beanie is a little too much. I think a backwards hat is kind of perfect.
Yeah, backwards hat.
You have a lot of backwards hats.
Yeah, but none of them fit me like the one that I love that I lost, aka the Yankees one. Yeah.
Do you want to borrow my Yankees hat? It's really similar. I have it right over there. I'll bring it just in case. I'm really excited. It feels like your wedding.
It does. Feels like my wedding.
Yeah.
I got the RSVPs in.
Yeah.
Is it a good list? Some are gonna want to come out. Yeah. It's good. It's good. I'm at the point where it's like I haven't thought about it I haven't written about it this week just because I'm like, well, it's the last
week. It's kind of
done.
What
am I gonna do?
What are you gonna write?
It's done. You know?
Don't change anything.
No. And
let's tonight change a bunch of stuff. Greg, pull out the set list.
That's why I'm hitting the club after.
Yeah.
Switch it up. Yeah. I
was at that club last night. We were talking about the fact that that I've been at that club twice this week, and both times people have brought up that you're recording your special.
Oh, really?
It's been Spencer both times. He's been like, big. See
you.
We got big.
Been like, Spencer.
Yeah, he's excited. He told me he was going to be there.
Yeah, great guy.
Then someone else was like, who's that? I said, if you don't know who Greg Melly is.
You don't know?
You don't know who Greg Melly is?
Wow, dude, where have you been?
You live under a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... But yeah, people are excited.
I'm excited. I've
had so many people ask me. They said, "What are you wearing?" Asking
me.
I've
gotten that a lot.
Well, I've also gotten
couple of days. I get it for you.
Yeah,
because
it's people. It's friends of mine asking what they should be wearing to come.
Oh,
I'm in a group chat with a bunch of girl comics who they were like, "What are we wearing on Friday?" And I was like, "Well, I'm in it, so Obviously, not these pants. They're
No,
covered in kombucha.
Not anymore.
That was my plan.
Not anymore. Yeah.
What are you gonna wear?
You will see. You'll see.
Do you have it already picked out?
Yeah.
I like the
I might
idea.
wear these pants.
Okay. Do you want some kombucha?
No. It's definitely got to be khakis because it's like a darker top.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
You know Chris Fleming? I'm just gonna pull out a full dress.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, do something fun. I would love you in
just-
like a flared pant. I think that could be
Ooh,
kind of a
flared
fun
pant.
vibe.
This is kind of flared.
It's kind of not. No. Do you know what flared means?
Yeah, like out.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Yeah.
it's the most I got when it comes to flared.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to get you in like a bell bottom.
Ooh, bell
like
bottom.
a zoot suit.
What about apple bottom jeans? I can get
Sure.
some furry boots.
To be honest, I don't really know what an apple bottom jean is. I know that lyric like the back of my hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But
hope
what is
that
an
you got
apple
what
bottom jean?
I think it's just a girl with a fat
Boots
ass.
with the fur. No, I think apple bottom jeans is like a brand of jean. I'm gonna look it up actually really quick. I'm gonna look up what apple bottom jeans is.
Apple bottom jeans.
Boots with the fur. The whole club will be apple bottom
The whole club was looking at her.
jeans. Da-da-da-da.
Who knows?
Okay,
Soldier Boy knows.
I think it's a brand. They're an iconic early 2000s fashion brand launched by rapper
Iconic
Nelly
is-
in 2003 to fit curvy figures with signature embroidered pockets. And the brand has recently relaunched and is available again, expanding beyond denim to accessories. That is an AI overview.
Iconic is such a crazy word to use for something we didn't know existed.
Yes, but also the fact
In
that we
our
know it
lifetime.
at all is
Yeah, but
that we know the word.
the song is iconic.
The song is iconic.
Like Levi jeans, iconic.
I guess that's true.
We're just willy-nilly throwing out iconic.
Yeah, people are throwing iconic out
like idol,
Yeah.
legend. It's like we got it.
it's like if you stay out like until like 3 a.m. and then you like go to work the next day, you're like iconic.
Right. I was talking to
And it is.
a comic friend of mine months ago, and she
Sure.
said
Do I
this
know
thing
them?
where, it was Joan Flaherty,
Oh yeah.
and
know.
they said this very interesting thing that I've actually thought about a lot lately. Is they were like talking about how they made a post and like or whatever, and it got like 1 million like
Sure.
views or 2 million views, and I was like, wow, it's crazy, like that's viral, and they're like, no, not really, like the
I wouldn't
idea
say
of
two is viral at this point anymore.
and it just made me think of like the idea of like what is even viral anymore. It's
Yeah,
crazy because
like-
it is all relative. It's just relative to what you're used to getting.
I guess, but like I also don't like I wouldn't say that I've ever gone viral. But I like
Yeah,
like
I mean, I guess.
I think you have to hit like 10 million for it to be viral.
right, but like at 5 years ago,
Oh, 5 years
You
ago,
know?
1 million totally viral.
right? That's like the
Yeah.
crazy part, and that's what Joan said, and I was like, wow, that's first of all. If I were you, I would have been like, I've gone viral a bunch of times
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Joan
yeah.
is killing it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
They've done way better than
Yeah.
I'm like, I aspire to be like
Sure,
you.
sure,
So I was like, damn, all right. I was like, when I get like 100 likes on a tweet, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if
I
you
mean, a
guys saw
tweet
this
though to me,
viral.
I'm like, I don't know what. I think the format depends too,
Yeah.
because it's like a YouTube video that has like I don't know, like 500,000 views to me is like holy shit.
Yeah.
But like a TikTok that has 500,000 views, I'm like, oh, that did well, but I'm
Yeah.
not like, whoa, I blew up.
Can a person be viral?
Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like
Right?
yeah. I think that's when you're just like hitting.
Yeah.
But
I was playing flag football in like my comics game
sure.
like last week, 2 weeks ago. And my team won the championship, whatever, no
Hey,
big deal.
congrats.
I was the first pick in the draft, by the way.
I knew you would be.
But my team won, and I've always played quarterback, but this time around, like this dude wanted to play quarterback, and he was like nice,
Yeah.
and like we were like boys the whole time.
Sure.
Won the championship. I was like, that dude was so nice. Like people afterwards were like, oh, it was cool. Like I was like, holy shit, is that Corey? Like I didn't even recognize Corey. I was like, who's Corey? And they're like, that's Corey B. And I'm like, I don't know
yeah.
who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
I look at his Instagram. He had like 3.5 million followers.
Whoa.
And I was like, he has
Dude,
more followers than Bravo.
the
I was
internet
like,
is
imagine Bravo
crazy.
being like, yo, you want to
Yeah.
like collab, and him being like, nah,
That's like I didn't know who PewDiePie. Do you know who that is?
no.
He's like the most subscribed.
PewDiePie?
PewDiePie.
Oh yeah.
He's like the most
The
subscribed to YouTuber in
Yeah.
like the world. And I
Yeah.
didn't know who he was until like there was like an episode of the New York Times podcast, The Daily, about him. And they
Yeah.
were like, they
He's
even
young as shit,
intro.
too.
He's really young. And they also, he's like, I think he's like, all right, she's like 30s.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I thought he
he's
was
been
still
a-
like 28, 29.
No, I think he's been a big deal since he was really young.
yeah.
Obviously, early 30s is very young. I do want to just keep that out there.
Anything is young until it works for me.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, If I'm like 51, I'm still just doing this and I have nothing else. I'm like, well, 51, still really young.
Did I tell you my cousin the other day was asking me, she was like, we were talking about like what we were talking about what she wants to do like career wise. And I was like, yeah, I feel really lucky that I kind of already like, I know what I want. Like, I don't have to be like, what do I want to be when I grow up?
What you
like,
said?
I know. And I said that because I do feel like so many people I know who are like in their like mid 20s to early 30s are kind of really, really like having the quarter life crisis of like, what do I want to do with my life? And it's like, I know what I want to do with my life, which
probably is worse.
Blessing and a curse. Yeah. But I also think sometimes it's nice to have that direction because it's like, I haven't figured out like money or like apartment or like romance, but like, I at least know, I'm like, okay, I kind of know what the thing the overall direction I do know. And I think that's a really nice amount of clarity. But I said this to my cousin because she's like, I don't know if I want to keep this switch careers. She's 20, she's about to turn 26.
Okay.
And I was like, whatever. I said this to her and she was like, well, you don't want to do like stand up. She was like, oh, do you want to do like stand up forever? And I was like, of course, yeah. And she was like, oh, really? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, she was like, I thought maybe that was like a stepping stone into something else. I was like, no. Like, all
that's
the
a valid question though.
She was like, I thought you wanted to do more like online stuff. And I was like, no, the online stuff is so that I can do more stand up.
Right. It's hard to like comprehend, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's also like stand up is such a powerful stepping stone. Like whether it's like you get into a writer's room for a TV show, like you'll still always be doing stand up, but like it's allowed you to like do other things. Stand up is also such a, I wish there was more of that. I wish there were more people being like, oh, like, well, what's it going to help you with? Like, what's it going to get you to? Because it's like, I just think there's way too much money and too much fame and too much like monetization around stand-up comedy.
I don't think that. I wish there was more money and fame and monetization.
Oh, no.
And I wish I had more of it.
No, it's so bad. It's stand-up suffers
yeah,
so
I do
deeply.
think the craft suffers, but I'm like, God, I would love to only do this and to just make enough money to have that be my whole life.
Yeah, but like you could do that when it was at its low point. You would just have to be really, really good. And like that to me should be the point.
Sure.
Like because it's just too many people who I'm like, I'm not even a person who's like, oh, they don't like deserve things, but like there are just too many opportunities. Like the Riyadh Comedy Festival, like should never have even happened. Like comedy should not be.
Okay, I agree with that.
On a world scale. It should be a nerdy thing. Like it's not cool. It's not like, let's just go back to like a tell and like when those dudes were ripping it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're in our comedy history.
Yeah, right.
Pod.
There's nothing. I mean, I'm honest. We were like, I'm like, what am I going to have as a topic? I'm like, there's nothing else on my mind.
I do have a hill to die on that I can introduce because we're running a quickie episode.
Let's get into it.
Okay. This one I thought of last week when we were talking and then we ended up riffing more on something else. But I don't like when someone when someone tells you an old opinion that they had of you. So like I don't like okay, a friend of mine with her like it's her now husband. But when I met him and I was like, whatever. But then like a couple months after, he was like, hey, I just wanted to say like I really didn't like you when I first met you, but like you've really grown on me.
I get that a lot.
And I was like, shut the fuck up. Okay, I bet you do actually.
I get that.
I was like, why would you tell me this? He was like, yeah, when I first met you, and the way I'm actually not friends with either of them anymore. So, but when I first met him, it was a weird situation where like I was meeting my friends at the beach and I was like kind of late and they were drinking because I'd been with my family and they were drinking Miller Lights on the beach and they got like fined by like a beach cop for drinking beer on the beach. And I hadn't been a part of it, but it wasn't like I had been like shady or anything. I was like, oh, I'm going to be at the beach with my family. Like if you guys are at the beach, I'll come meet you. And so they were like drinking separately on the beach. I missed out on the whole getting in trouble thing. And then I showed up after. And I think he kind of thought I like, I don't know, evaded the law and was annoyed at me, even though he's like a huge narc. But I was just like, or like I had a coworker once. Sour. I had a coworker who told me like, I really don't go into the office that much, partially because like, it's hard to like have like stand up and then you're out all night basically usually doing stuff. So like I do kind of like work from home is really, really nice for me. And like I had a coworker who was like, yeah, it used to like really bother me that you like never came into the office. But then I like thought about it and I was like, well, she has to be out all night. So now I'm actually okay with it. But I was like, why would you even tell me that like, I don't
That's
need
actually a pretty mature thing on their end.
But
though.
I'm also just like, I didn't need to know that. I didn't need to know that for like 18 months. You were like, fucking Grace never comes to the office. Like,
okay, but that asks the question of like, would you rather have them feel that way or feel that way and tell you?
wait.
So
no,
like,
they are feeling that way and they
right.
are telling me. You're saying, would you rather have them feel that way
and not tell
me?
you?
Yeah, I would rather have them not tell me.
That's crazy.
I don't. Okay, so you like it when people tell you they're like, you made a bad first impression.
Oh yeah, I love it because it's like I know inevitably if I get to know a person,
yeah,
you're gonna like me.
Okay.
And so it's like I love proving people wrong, and like sometimes
Sure.
if I can be the example for you to like not judge a book literally by one impression, like the first page of a book.
Sure.
Then like, yeah, you're going to maybe improve and you're not going to judge somebody so quickly next time. But again,
I guess
people
that's
never
true.
try. Like,
do you think it's like,
really change.
It's one of those things where people are like telling on themselves a little bit?
Yeah. And I think it's
like where it's like revealing like, I'm actually kind of a judgmental person.
Of course. But it's like also such like it's, I don't know how to like say, it's like, it's a good thing to say and to hear, I think. Like, I think it's so hard to say that.
It always hurts my feelings, though.
Right. But I think it's impossible to say that and not make you feel weird a little. But like, I think there is good behind it. It's just impossible to say it without offending maybe. Because I've heard it a lot.
Yeah, but I'm like, why are you guys telling my friend Greg that you don't like his first impression?
But then it comes to a point where it's like, but it's like, I get it. I'm not, like, I've learned that it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's like you are authentically you. If like they don't like you because of like it, I had a hill very similar. I've had in the bank for a while. My hill was I don't think you are allowed to have a judgment of a non-celebrity, like a person within your world. Sure. I don't think you're allowed to have a judgment of them without actually knowing them.
Okay, that I disagree with.
Yeah, I don't think you can say that you like them or dislike them if you don't know them.
What do you mean by know them? Like
you've met them at least once.
Yeah. Like there can't be, okay, that I agree with. Sorry. Wait, then how do you, they're not a celebrity. How do I know them?
Well, like, you know, people within comedy.
Oh, sure. So like
because I mean, I've had people who have been like, they don't like me because of a podcast. Like,
is it our podcast?
Yes. Like an internet.
Yeah.
This does not count.
Okay,
you can't have like
this is a really, so I just want to consolidate your hill a little more to make it make more sense. You're saying if you've only seen someone online and you've never actually met them,
right?
You can't have an opinion of them,
right?
Unless they're like fully a celebrity.
Unless
in which
about
case
the content that yeah. You can not like the content, but you're not allowed to have an opinion on the person.
Okay, yeah, I do think that's there. I thought you were saying like you can't have an opinion about people in your social circle unless you really know them like deeply, intimately.
No.
Because I was like, I have acquaintances where I'm like, I've made up my mind about you. Like, and I'm open to being proven wrong.
But that's why
I have an opinion.
That's why they're
you.
acquaintances.
Yes, exactly. Where I've met them and been like, I don't really need to.
Right. I have like a very tight inner circle, and it's like just because I don't feel like I really know enough people to be like, come on in.
Get in here.
I've also been hurt enough.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I'm not trying to just
friend hurt.
Open up the door. Yeah.
Yeah, we both have been.
You know what I mean? So it's like, but so like a similar hill on that line. I think that I do like proving people wrong about myself.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just want to be like, if you don't like me, I wish I didn't care. This podcast episode's so funny.
You're a nice
but I'm like, look at my girlfriend. Like, do you think that Jaclyn
hot?
No, she's just like the nicest person. Like, do you think that she
would like you? That's a good point. Yeah.
That's kind of
or like to be honest, like I've had people who from our podcast don't think you're a bully or don't like you. And I've been like, why do you think I would be friends with him?
Right.
You like me and I'm
not famous. I'm not like bringing anything to any of it.
It's like, well, he works at the cellar. He gets good comics sometimes. They're always busy.
But the last three I fucking, oh man,
it's
that's
always
funny
we try. But it's like, I'll have people, I've had specific people be like, who are just like, oh, I don't like him. And I'm like, you don't know him. And I agree with you that the company you keep, I think, should be
way more important
because it's like,
that's what is going to make or break you.
If you have not met
being.
you, then base it off of the,
right.
Okay, what do you think of, well, I guess this kind of already answers our question, is that if someone meets you and is like, I have a bad impression of you the first time, then they're like, you're saying, what I don't like is when someone, I think if you make a bad first impression, you should be allowed to make a second impression, unless it's like egregious.
Right.
But like if people have off days, people have like whatever, like I kind of think you can't be like, I fucking hate that guy, he sucks, based on one interaction.
Yeah.
Like,
I think there's nuance to it.
Sure.
Like I think sometimes
as
like
there is with everything.
if there's like a bad first impression just because maybe they were like, whether they were drunk or like they were just kind of like annoying maybe.
Yeah, or even like in a bad mood.
Which I
like,
get, yeah.
Tired,
like, which I get, but sometimes when you see a person, like I've made judgments on people on like the first time where I'm just like, I think deep down they're not a good person.
Sure.
And I've been right.
Yeah, no, sometimes I do
and
think
it's not even that there was necessarily a bad first impression. It's just that I'm like looking through you and I don't see good.
Do you know what I have to say? It's very Scorpio.
Oh, I thought there was more. I'm sorry. No, yeah, 100%.
It's very Scorpio to be able to. I'm a Scorpio rising, so I just feel connected to you in that way. But
like what?
Greg's
Like,
a Scorpio, in case you were wondering. But
like the
Scorpios are like very, very good at like seeing
character judgment.
This is why a lot of people don't like Scorpios, is because this is, again, it's all bullshit. Blah blah blah.
Nah, it's not bullshit.
It's
I
all
agree
real.
with this. This is the most real shit
Scorpios
in my
are
life.
very good at seeing through people to their core, and that's why a lot of people don't like Scorpios, because it makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah, but that's also why I was so mad with my whole fallout with the
sure
ZG.
Yeah,
because I was wrong.
Yeah,
and I've never been wrong.
You know what's crazy? I just mentally tried to remember that person's last name.
Yeah,
and I can't.
Oh, that's funny. Damn.
He's really fallen off.
Yeah, for real. I was so much of it was like angry for me, but I was also like, so like for the listener, if you're clueless, it's just like I just had a really big best friend breakup, and so like
something we also share.
Right.
Mine was more in the past, but still.
Yeah, and it's just like there's a point where you're mad at yourself because you're like, I should have seen this coming before. Even I was a year ahead of everybody else, but it's still I should have saw it from like the jump.
Or you also like, I still think it's really natural to be like, what did I do wrong? Did I deserve this? Like, maybe what they're saying about me is right. Maybe this.
Yeah, I didn't think any of that.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
I was really willing to look within and be like, I must be horrible. They're right.
No, yeah, I was just angry that I was wrong.
Yeah, that
I missed it.
Fooled.
But with a lot of the stuff coming out right now in the comedy world, I called a lot of it. I have known a lot of these guys where I'm like, just from the jump, like I don't fuck with this person.
To fill the listener in, if you're not in the comedy scene, there's like a big reckoning happening about sexual assault in the comedy community.
Right.
So.
And I never had any proof behind any of like my
Greg was like, it's
thoughts.
A vibe. I am a
but I'll tell
sexual assault drug sniffing dog.
Yeah.
Like.
But I will say that I believe a lot of it. I believed a lot.
Hashtag believe women. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's not even.
Yeah.
I'm like, it has nothing to do with. We're also tickling lines, so
sure. I'm just filling in the listener who might not be a comedian.
Yeah. And not it's not everybody, but some of them I was like for sure 100%. I was like 100%, for sure.
Yeah. No, there's a few. There's like But anyway, no, I think that's. Damn, this got deep.
Hey,
we're kind of on the same page.
I've been dying. I love the little Scorpio thing. What else is there?
About Scorpios?
What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
Shut up.
Yeah.
What is that? A lion?
Lion, yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Do you want to know about Leos?
Would love to.
I'm like a classic Leo. Leos are very like center of attention. They love the spotlight.
Podcast.
They're also very like warm. People tend to be drawn to Leos. They're usually like fun and creative and magnanimous.
Okay, you're losing me at the end, but you had me with the center of it. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
I'm kidding.
Everyone's always like a Leo takes 45 minutes to get ready, and it's like, not this one. I'm clearly, but like, do you know what your?
Oh, I know it all.
What's your other stuff?
I am a
slut. He knows all his stuff.
I'm Scorpio. My rising is a Sagittarius.
Okay, nice. That kind of tracks.
And my moon, which I feel deeply connected with the most.
Of course, and that's what moon sign's for.
Taurus.
Oh,
it's very grounded.
Wait, I do really like this chart. I have to
I
say,
love it.
It's very similar to me. Also, you have 2 fixed signs in your chart, which is a big stubbornness.
2 what?
Thing. Fixed signs. Fixed signs are like there's signs in the zodiac. There's cardinal signs, mutable signs, and fixed signs. And so the fixed signs are Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. So you have Taurus and Scorpio.
Hell yeah.
I have Scorpio and Leo. Those are the ones where it's like,
oh, that's why we hate each other.
Well, yeah, it is. No, it actually means why we love each other. I think because it's like
probably actually
it's honestly. Very like it's the kind of thing where you're very, very stubborn in a way where you like stubborn in a good way and in a bad way.
Right.
So you'll stick with something until it's like there was no way we weren't going to do 2 seasons of Filth to Die On.
Right.
We're both fixed signs. We were not going to stop. But
we
it's
got
like,
how many signs of us? We have 4 of it in here, so that's 4 seasons.
Is Jaclyn a Cancer? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're on. I was going to include her, and I thought she might be a Taurus for a second. But yeah, it's very stubborn. You're very but you'll also stick with. You're extremely loyal. So you'll put up with, again, it tracks with you putting up with that person. Even if you can see through them, you're like, but I've kind of sunk cost myself into this person.
Sunk cost, baby.
Yeah. But it's the kind of thing where it's like.
It's the ROI.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know those people who try stand up, they go to an open mic, they're like, I tried this, it's whatever.
And then they give up.
Yeah. A fixed sign is much less likely to do that. Cardinal signs are good at starting stuff. Mutable signs are more wishy-washy. Sagittarius, which is your rising, is a mutable sign. That's much more I don't know, I could do any of it. And you do your rising is kind of
what people see.
That's a kind of reductive way of looking at it, but yes, that's the basic thing is it's kind of the path you're on more than some people say your rising is the path you're on, your sign is the car you're in, and your moon is the driver.
Oh, nice.
I think that's the metaphor.
I like that. I would agree.
Damn, we are really into astrology
because I do think what I feel the most is Taurus. I'm very grounding, whenever and with Jaclyn it works very well because she's a Cancer, so she's very emotional, that's how she is, and it's I am good for her, I'm very I would like to help people,
right,
you know, but then the Scorpio, I am very fiery. There's passion.
Well, Scorpio's not fire.
I know, it's a water sign.
Sag is the fire sign.
Yeah, there's
you're
big
very watery
passion.
as well. You're emo.
Big passion.
Look at your
where are
you?
Yeah, for real.
Anyway,
what's funny though, I actually it reminded me of it last night at work. I almost got in a fight.
Okay, do tell.
Because
last night I walked past your work and I thought about.
You should have. I was working upstairs too.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
But I was working upstairs and it's closing time, semisonic closing time.
Closing time. Yeah.
There we go.
Sorry, cut that. We don't have to look. We got it.
I said semisonic. You started singing immediately. It was perfect.
No, but we don't have the rights. They're gonna charge us billions of dollars.
We have the rights to. Where are you? I've done that 4 times.
Okay. Anyway.
So it's closing time. Fuck. We're doing paperwork. We're basically done. And there's this dude at the bar.
For alcohol.
All right, now we actually gotta cut that. There's a guy at the bar, and he is just being a douchebag.
Sure.
And it's so far past the time of last call.
Yeah.
So my manager's hey, it's time to go.
Right.
And then he got defensive guy about it and was oh, if being the funniest in the room and they make you they kick you out.
Yeah.
And I'm listening, but I'm not saying anything because I'm whatever. But I know if he's gonna be
he's just a customer, he's
confrontational,
not a comic. Okay,
right?
Yeah.
If he's gonna be confrontational, I have always been the guy to come up and just be make fun of him and then make him feel bad so they can leave.
Yeah.
And I was I'll do that if I have to. So he's oh, you're funniest in the room, blah, blah, blah. And he starts going on and on about how funny he is, how great of a comedian he is, how when he comes back after, he gets famous, he won't treat people the way that he's been treated. He's
how
acting
old is he?
30, 35. Okay. He's acting we treated him badly, but we only were hey, leave because you're being a douchebag, you're drunk,
sure,
and your lack of awareness. And so he starts chirping and he's I'm the funniest in this this fucking room, fuck that, fuck this, fuck these people. And I was oh, you're the funniest one here. And he looked at me, he was yeah. I was oh, you ever do a mic? You ever do an open mic? He was this is my open mic. I go to the hairdresser, that's my open mic. I go on the train, that's an open mic. I'm conversationally funny. And I was
well, people love to be conversationally funny.
I was oh, so you're not funny.
Yeah.
And so he started kind of pressing me.
Yeah.
I was yeah, that's not the same.
I would love if the moral of this is that you get him to he shows up at your special tomorrow.
Yeah. He was nah, I don't have to go to a mic to know that I'm a comic. And I'm that's actually exactly how it goes.
You have to do
I'm
that.
But truly, if you want to do it, don't be such a pussy.
Yeah.
Go do it.
Yeah.
And he was they call me a pussy, I'll go do it. And I was good, I want you.
Get downstairs.
Don't be afraid.
Make your premiere at the world famous comedy cellar.
Just like Alex Novak and Is This Thing On? And then he was all right, talking to the bartender, he's you're the only person in here that talks to me like I'm a human. After I do a couple of open mics and I make it,
Oh my God.
I'm going to come back here and treat you like a human to show like it doesn't have to be like this. And I am laughing, like I'm outwardly laughing because he's playing victim while he's the problem.
Right.
And he just said after a couple of open mics, and I start laughing. And so he looks at me, he's like, see, like I'm funny. I'm making you laugh. And I'm like, dude, I'm laughing at you.
Yeah.
You are hilarious to laugh at.
Oh God.
Like your lack of awareness, like go home, dude.
Yeah, that's...
He said something else that I feel like I don't look great in that story the way it says, but I'm like, I was like, but he said something and I can't remember what it was. That was like the
You don't look bad in this story.
Craziest line. Cause I was like, kind of like, dude.
No, it's frustrating when people are like, I mean, I do feel like.
I had a comparison and I don't remember what it was. I was like, also like, why are you called a hairdresser? I've never met a guy who gets his hair cut and calls it a hairdresser.
It's called a barber.
Yeah, that's a barber, dude.
That's the name of the.
Right.
That's crazy.
There was like an analogy. I don't know. I was like, oh, you sing in the car, so you're like a famous musician then.
Yeah.
Right. He's like, well, I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm like,
you're kind of saying it,
dude.
Believing in yourself is everything. If you think you're,
but don't believe in yourself too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people are believing in themselves.
Just don't do it. Like, and if you do, like, actually believe in yourself because he doesn't. That's the thing. The thing is, he doesn't believe in himself.
Yeah.
Because if he did, he wouldn't be acting like a fool.
It is funny because, like, I don't know. I feel like. Have you ever had a friend who doesn't do comedy, like try comedy? Like I've had a couple friends when I first started, not even like the first like 2 years I did comedy, they would be like, oh, like I'm interested in doing that. I want to try that. And if I know someone, I love to be like, you should totally try it.
Yeah.
And my advice is always like, don't overthink it. Just write, like come up with like vaguely 5 minutes. But I think what happens is people, despite how many times you can explain what an open mic is to them, they do not get that, like, no matter what happens, there is no one in that room who is going to see you your first time at your open mic and you're going to have it be your big break. That is not, it could not possibly happen.
That's
like,
not life anywhere.
It's just not it.
You know?
And like, it would be great to do well. It'll make you feel good. Like you're way more likely to make friends and like blah, 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 like whatever. But like, it does not actually matter. It's just about doing it. And I've had so many friends who are like, I'm going to come do it with you, but I want to come see the mic first. I want to sit and watch it and see what happens. Which then I'm like, okay, I kind of get this. But then I've had friends who then it's like, 2 months go by. They're like, I'm still working on that 5. And it's like, don't work on it for like, I had a friend, he worked on this 5 that he was going to do for 2 months. He was going to come to a Black Hat mic with me, which is like a fun, but like, low stakes, chill mic in a coffee shop. Like, so he works on it for 2 months. And then he like gets up and does it. And it's like immediately the premise doesn't work. It's something about like video games. And he's like, that thing when you're playing a video game and immediately the people have not bought in on the premise. But he spent 2 months writing 5 minutes all on the same premise. So it's just 5 minutes and it bombs the entire, like it was.
I would honestly, this might even not be good advice, but I'm like, if you want to try stand up, don't write. Just go up there and just
I think I would have to write a little bit.
Yeah. I didn't. The first time I did like open mics.
Sure.
I didn't write anything down. I was just like, and I was like bombing, but like catching laughs.
Yeah.
I was just like feeling what a stage
I'm kind of a vibe. It's like,
I was LA and
dude, I was at a show the other night where they were like, it was again, like, I think I've talked about this show, but it was a Kill Tony style like panel. And then at the end they were like, we want to do like a bucket pill. So we want to bring someone up who's never done stand-up before. And they were like, does anybody want to do stand-up? And no one wanted to do stand-up.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, no, we're good. We're okay. And the guy who was running the show was at a certain point was like, we're not leaving this room until one of you gets up here and tries stand-up. And there was a woman in the front row who had been very fun, very engaged with the show and had some funny like crowd work moments. But like, obviously having a funny crowd work moment is very different than actually getting up and doing stand-up. And they were like, you're going to get up. You're going to do stand-up. And she was like, whoa, no, I like really don't want to do it. But it was like a hostage situation. Yeah, I was like, wait, I was sitting in the corner with this other girl who had been on the show. We were both like, oh my God, do not make this woman do stand-up comedy.
Crazy.
Like, she was like, I'm a nurse. Like, please. She was like, I have a family. Like, I can't.
That's literally a hostage. Can you say where it was?
It was at like a brewery upstate. It was a very fun show. It was just like they really wanted the, and I think they were like,
you see how hard this was?
Yeah. They like pulled out a gun and they were like, get on stage and you're gonna do 5 minutes. Like she was just,
was a comic, so they're like, get on stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't make me.
It worked out. She didn't end up.
She ended up crushing harder than like 2 of the other comics.
There was an open mic I was at one time. Have you ever done hot mic on the Upper East Side?
Yeah.
Very fun mic, but there's it's like full. Have you done it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so far away from where you live. It's hard for me to imagine Greg's ever been to the Upper East Side where I live.
When I like really first started, I would be like, let's go here.
Yeah.
And I don't remember when I did it, but I know if I know the name of the mic, it's because I've done it.
Sure. You and me aren't big. We're not huge mic guys at the end of the day. We're a big writer in our house and then take it to a mic.
I'm like a very big, this is funny.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try it at a mic.
Yeah. Well, believing in yourself is important.
I'm not.
But I was at this mic and it's in a bar and it's kind of like an ambush show. So it's like the people in the bar are just all hanging out. And then at 8 p.m. they're like, okay, now it's comedy. And there's a stage and like people still talk. And sometimes there's a lot of banter with the crowd. And sometimes there's people who are getting off of work who are really, really drunk. And one night there was a nurse who was absolutely hammered,
That's awesome.
hammered drunk, and just kept yelling at all the comics. And eventually she got up, did comedy, and murdered. But
really?
She was blackout drunk. Like,
she's like, fuck, I forgot to take the voice memo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's like, and I don't think she ever did comedy again after that, but she just was
she might be the only exception to the rule.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you can, if you don't like Bert Kreischer, be my guest, say you don't like him.
Yeah.
Because you're awesome.
Yeah.
You're the secret weapon.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm checking on our guests also.
I couldn't imagine just crushing at something and then never doing it again.
Oh, yeah, no. But you and me are both, that's the fixed sign. We're like, we have to do this. We're like, oh, that worked one time. I'll do it every day for the rest of my life.
Right. I have to see how this plays out for my lifetime. But I really kind of feel that fixed sign energy when I'm with Jaclyn and I'm like, I write a tag and she's like, I don't think that's going to work at all. And I'm like, it's going to work. And then I'll try it. And then I'll be like, I told you it was going to work. Yeah. Even when it doesn't, I'm like, I'll try it again. I'm not going to give up on it.
But then it's like, it's a blessing and a curse because there are times where it's like, I have bits that I'm like, let it go. Yeah. Like, it's not.
Yeah, you just have to know when to.
Do you know the Stephen King quote that's like, kill your darlings?
No.
Stephen King has this book about writing. It's a really good book called On Writing. And he's basically, though, he's like, one of the hardest but most important parts of being a good writer is going through and like killing your darlings. So you have to like cross out parts that you don't like.
Yeah.
For the good overall of the piece. Like there's certain things that you have to cut.
Oh yeah.
And I have a very hard time. If I like a joke, I
think maybe put it into a longer set because the first time I've ever been able to do that is this.
Even still, sometimes though, it's like I have this joke about how, do you know the saying that there's a special place in hell for some people?
Yeah.
I have this joke that I think is so funny to me. That's like, what do you mean? There's like a VIP bespoke section of hell, and then just like building out what that would look like and like how that's way better than having to go to like general admission hell. And it makes me laugh so much. Tried it when I first started.
That's
never
an abstract
worked.
Bit though. So
it's very abstract, but it never works.
Yeah. I love abstract comedy. This is so inside baseball here. Rick Chrome.
You're having an inside baseball episode, but it's fine. It's the season finale. If you made it this far.
Yeah, you're not even listening. Yeah. You don't care. You tuned out. You just every episode you just watch, download, just make sure we're still alive. That's really what it is. Mm-hmm. I talked to Rick Chrome, and I love abstract material because my favorite comedian ever is Greer Barnes, and he does abstract comedy better than anyone I've ever seen.
Squirrel noise.
Yeah, he's genius. But the genius that lies behind it is rooting everything in reality. Yeah, like making everything, the premise believable. And the moment you can make the premise believable, you can go wherever you want with that. And like when I heard that from Rick, it like totally changed that style of comedy for me. Cause I was like, now I kind of get like, that's like the David Blaine-ness behind how it works. It's like you can manipulate the audience into going there with you when you don't just make them go there without having any pretext. And also like if you are doing like an abstract joke, say you're like, oh, there are, like, I met this alien in Oklahoma, like an alien in Oklahoma or something. Like, if you're making this joke about aliens in Oklahoma, you can't just be all of a sudden being like, and then the ship had, like, and then, like, go abstract from abstract. I don't know. Now I'm like, is this our fucking writing class? Who am I?
Yeah. I don't even know what we're.
Who am I? What am I doing?
I'm texting our guest for our next episode.
Today's
going to make sure that
podcast is sponsored by Essentia. You can't spell essential without ESSENTIA.
Nice.
Essentia.
What is that?
Just water.
I I'm saying when you get here, you can text me and we'll let you in. Greg?
Essential without Essentia is just one big L. Essentia.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
Is it just regular water?
It's #1 iodized alkaline water. It just tastes like water.
Where are you going on your trip? Post special, your honeymoon.
Fort Myers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Are you excited? What's the occasion? Finish my special.
Get out.
Get out. I'm going to Panama.
What's the occasion?
Do you know how I have that like whole Colombian sugar empire that my family
Oh right, the
owns?
cocaine?
Yeah. They're having our annual family meeting in Panama.
Huge.
Panama City.
If the listener is not aware, Grace's mom's last name, maiden name I should say, is actually Escobar.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's my dad's side.
Grace's dad. Mm-hmm.
My dad's maiden name. Yeah.
Damn, dude, I want to get so cool. I get a maiden name.
His name is Gregory Escobar Lobo. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, maiden name. Kind of crazy to think.
Maiden.
Yeah, how do you feel about women changing their names?
Yeah, whatever.
That's a hill for me to die on personally. I would never.
Right. It's because you're a Leo.
Well, part of that's that, yeah. It's the stubbornness of insisting that it remain my name. I hate
I was
change.
gonna say like the attention.
And the attention.
Right.
But I don't know.
I told Jack, I was like, yo, I want you to just hyphenate your hyphenated name
oh my God.
hyphenate into my name.
I've thought of that where I'm like, what does happen in a family where it's like, God forbid, like Jaclyn were to marry someone hyphenated.
Oh my
and it's
God.
like, do you quadruple hyphenate?
You got a quad hyphenate, dude. It's too funny.
What's your mom's maiden name?
Scalfaro.
Scalfaro?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so your future child, Jermichael Scalfaro Melly Lori Edwards.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's awesome.
That's so you don't pass down an opportunity like that. Because then you see all those names and you're like, look at this white kid, but then you see Jermichael at the front and you're like, all right, he might be pretty solid. I'm a draft him for my basketball team.
Our guest for the next episode asked me, does anyone have a Zyn?
That's crazy. No, I do have a 4 milligram nicotine lozenge if you would like one.
I'm going to say Greg has this is really, you guys get to see behind the curtain in this episode.
With no Jamie.
Nicotine lozenge.
But like my sister changed her name.
First or last?
So my one sister changed her last name entirely. She just took her husband's last name.
It's kind of classic, yeah.
Classic.
Heard of that.
My oldest sister who got married first just hyphenated. So it's her name is Caroline Melly Wright.
Nice.
And then
okay, so the girl name comes first, I guess. Yeah. So your kid's name would be Jermichael Lori Edwards Scafaro.
Well, Melly's gonna be in the Scafaro's not even. That's just we're just having there for the shits and gigs.
It's like a Latin American name. There's so many.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait until we hit him up.
Yeah. That's like Bad Bunny's real name. Is like
Bad Bunny.
Benito, Ocasio,
Santiago, Escobar,
Pablo,
it's very long. Ruiz. I'm just trying to think of every.
There's someone who has a Bad Bunny like impersonator account. He's not a Bad Bunny impersonator. He just profile pictures of Bad Bunny and his name is Bad Bunny and he sort of poses as being the actual Bad Bunny on TikTok. And he's commented on several of mine. And
Does he look like him?
No, it's he doesn't post videos. It's just a profile picture of Bad Bunny.
Oh.
And then the name is Bad Bunny's full like Wikipedia name.
Good Lord.
And he'll comment on.
Imagine forgetting the password and having to log in on that one.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough one. But if he's fully like adopted Bad Bunny as his identity, I mean
weird.
But he doesn't post videos. But he has commented on mine and our friend Victoria's videos and been like, "You're really beautiful," like in Spanish. Like, I love you. I love your content. You always come across my page. Like, I really love you. But he commented that on my page and on our friend Victoria's page, like within 5 minutes of each other.
Wow, he's rabbit holing.
I think he's trying to pit us against each other. He's trying to convince us that
he's somebody that
he's the real Bad Bunny, and that me and Victoria are now going to have to fight each other.
Please stand up.
Yeah.
Maybe
I can't stand up because I'm covered in fucking kombucha.
That's how you finish.
My pants are still wet. If that's of interest to anyone here.
That's what a way to.
It smells really weird and it's really orange.
I think we probably should have talked about our favorite moments of season 2 a little bit more.
Well, we've had to prepare. Sort of like, it's sort of like when you read a book. Like, I don't know if you feel this way because you've done it once in your life.
Correct.
But every time I finish reading a book, I'm kind of like, what? Like, someone could ask me 2 weeks later, what was that about? And I'll be like, oh,
love.
It was about words and
a journey.
There was a character and a plot.
Yeah, there was redeeming arcs.
This was kind of the redeeming arc and the plot and the journey and the characters and the words. That's kind of the theme of our podcast.
My favorite moment was just, I can't even say it.
I know what your favorite moment was. It was probably when our Airbnb video did really well online.
Oh no,
was that season 1 or season 2?
That's been awful. I think season 2. Because it's like I'm still tagged on that video, so it's like
you could just remove yourself as a collaborator.
I really.
Why don't you?
I
you
just
speak less in that video than either me or Max.
I don't even know if my face is in it. Like, it's just Southern old Max from San Francisco.
You just want the notifications.
No, I don't even. I just never think of it. I really don't. That and the haircut video. I'm like, all right, guys, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I never anticipated with like having videos do well on social media is how annoying it becomes.
Oh, Greg, believe me,
it becomes very annoying.
The last month of my life, I've never been less mentally healthy.
Well, yeah, for a billion reasons, but like,
no, specifically
it's just like,
because of that. It's really been. Thank you to everyone who has followed me on social media recently, but I've gotten like 8,000 followers on TikTok in the last like 3 weeks. Like the notifications are absurd.
No, but it's like, it's not even notification. It's
which isn't even that many. It's like, what happens when you hit like a million? Like
it's seeing the old videos constantly. That's the part
that's
where
what
I'm
it
like,
is. For me, it's the notifications, and I'm like,
oh, I don't even check them anyway. I don't even, whether it's 3 or 100.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't. That's whatever.
I get addicted to looking at them, and then it makes me really. It feels
like when I read comments on a video, I don't read it through the notifications. If they're all like coming in, I just go to the video and just read them.
That's powerful.
Not really. We're doing the same thing.
Yeah, and sometimes the comments are really bad. Sometimes they're really nice, and sometimes they're really bad. But yeah, I think we do have to apologize. What do we have to apologize for?
Sorry that this season's coming to an end.
Yeah, I'm sorry it's over.
What a journey it's been with you.
It's been
the viewer, the listener.
Wait, I'm telling him he can buzz. Okay, you can buzz. Sorry for interrupting.
Reading out loud.
Yeah, well, I just feel bad that I'm sort of clocked out at the very end of season 2. Yeah, thanks for watching our podcast, I guess. I don't feel like I need to apologize to anyone, actually.
Maybe it's not an apology. Maybe it's a thank you.
Yeah, it's a thank you.
Maybe it's a thank you.
See you in season 3.
We're pumped.
Yeah, follow us. It's @HillToDieOnPod. You can follow us on TikTok at @HillToDieOn with a bunch of periods. I'm Grace Lobo. You can follow me at gklobo or at Hello Grace Lobo. Greg.
I'm gregmelly at gregmelly. Hopefully I'm alive for season 3.
And I didn't watch his special.
Yeah. Well, hey, that feels weird.
Yeah.
Well, go watch the special.
Anyway, Jaclyn, follow her, jacksowack, My Friend's Basement. And yeah, we love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.